Hey, Crystal Gems. I'm back, and this is an unofficial episode of Primetime Crisis, sort of a spin-off special. And I'm here with my good pal Deadpoolzilla. Say hi, Deadpool.
Hey, everybody. My first time here, long-time listener.
That's right. Deadpoolzilla, you're on the air. I've asked my friend Deadpoolzilla to come on because we're both big Steven Universe fans, and we're super duper excited about the Summer of Steven's Summer Adventures episodes that are coming up. Not so much a Steven bomb, but a Steven nuke, as a lot of people have been describing it, and I couldn't be more excited. First things first, I will continue doing Primetime Crisis episodes with either myself and Steve Baxi or Deadpoolzilla, whichever is more available that week. I can get on Skype immediately within 5 minutes. And I will possibly, I haven't decided just yet, but I might do them weekly instead of daily, because I don't know if I can do a video every freaking day. It's hard work to do these in general at all in my life. So maybe I'll keep them once a week. Like Logan and I were talking about doing the Powerpuff Girl episodes, like when they were coming out. That first week, we just did one for all of them. So, that's not exactly what we're talking about today. We're actually talking about some specifics coming up in upcoming episodes from information we've gotten specifically about Bismuth. And we wanted to talk a little bit about our feelings about this character. For those of you who don't know, there were a couple of preview videos shown to us. One, a super awesome, adorable musical number with Stephen, Greg, and Pearl. And the second was this incredible spoiler of a brand new character showing up. And seemingly the Bismuth gem that was in Lion's mane, and that was like all the way back to
right?
Yeah, to the Lion 3 episode. Yeah. And nothing has been mentioned since then until I guess now.
Yeah. I have this nagging feeling that they just went ahead and put these little tidbits out here rather than have them leaked.
I suppose so. And also, I wouldn't count these previews as leaks. Some people have been calling them leaks, but they're official releases from the network, so they must be cool with it.
Yeah. But on the other hand, when they had those few episode leaks, and I was just like, well, rather than let the cat out of the bag, let's just go ahead and show these.
Yeah. It does make me also wonder, like, okay, if they're cool with showing us a brand new character, what else do we have to expect from this? And I think that's what you wanted to talk about, is our theories on what Bismuth means and what's going to happen. Did you want to start us off?
Yeah. First off, I want to say that she looks like someone Goku would fight.
Oh, you mean anybody?
Yeah, anybody. But no, the big thing with this is that we have this new gem, but the moment I saw her, I was like, what did you do to earn the right to survive? And why were you hidden from everybody in Lion's mane? And furthermore, does she have info on Lion?
Yes. Lion could have, happened independently of her, so it's possible she doesn't know anything. I have been going back and forth on a couple things, like, was she imprisoned, or was she protected?
Yeah, did she do something that Rose didn't approve of?
Yeah, that's true. And Yeah,
I was just going to say that, she's out there, and it's kind of like a Captain America thing where she was like, I was gone, and then boom.
I know. I'm not looking forward to hearing about seeing her react to the fact that actually we got a little bit in that clip of her reaction, realizing what has happened, but there's so much that's happened. I am one. What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say that, it took me so long to realize that Beatles reference in the battlefield.
Really? But I wonder... I do wonder... I keep thinking she is definitely going to affect the dynamic of the cast.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to figure out...
These rounds.
There's no way this character shows up like this. And a character... Pearl and Garnet know. and not have any effect on the show. I have been wondering, and feel free to agree or disagree with me. I see one of two things happening. Frankly, is that this is way too much of a shock for her.
Yeah.
And she becomes an enemy for a time being, or even for the rest of the show. Or she gels perfectly, and she affects Amethyst's relationship with the others.
Yeah. The way I look at it is that she is, she's now totally in a new time. She's been gone for over 5,000 years.
Yeah.
And now she's going to be shell shocked. This could be like a good episode to talk about PTSD, more or less.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't put it past the show. It touches on such insanely dark concepts. I would not be surprised. I think we've gotten that a little bit, like, vaguely in a couple episodes, but definitely.
From Pearl.
Yeah, always from Pearl. And I could definitely see that happening with this character. I'm just so excited to see her just casually blather on about cool Gem War stuff or cool Rose stuff. And
oh, sorry.
Oh no! What were we gonna say?
I just had this other thought of maybe Bismuth was locked away because she knew what Rose was going to do at the end of the war, and she was going to tell everybody. And Rose made the tough call of, "Can't let you do that." Because you clearly see Rose did something horrible because you see Homeworld Gem got the heck out of Dodge.
Yeah. I still can't decide. I don't know if I have enough information if that was Rose's doing or the Gem Homeworld's doing. You're talking about the explosion within within
Lap's backstory.
Yeah. Because I don't know if that. I have an assumption, and I think I'm not the only one who believes this, that that's probably the thing that caused the corruption.
Yeah.
And I could see that being. I mean, it's totally within Homeworld's doing that they would get out and then leave this bomb to corrupt everybody. I could, and thinking and assuming everyone was dead.
That is the big thing here with, and it was clear that she was there at the final battle of the war, so it's possible that maybe she saw, she saw something, or she knew something, or had something to tell the others, and Rose kept her safe. But again, that leads to the question of why did she only pick Bismuth and not the other not the other gems? It's clear that Lion's Mane's pretty much the frickin' TARDIS.
Yes. That's just something we're gonna have to wait and see. Is, man, I don't know if I have enough information right now. I only have a couple vague guesses on what she means. I am just still blown away that Cartoon Network had no problem just dropping this on us. Hey, we're going to get a new Gem character. Not any surprise build-up, who could this be? So that makes me think there's something.
Maybe it was to get all the Jasper fans to stay quiet for a bit.
Maybe. But also, if they can just tell us that a new Gem is coming, it does make me wonder, what's that next part of the story? What's the thing they're not telling us? And I've seen them do that a couple times, where you think, oh wow, that's the big news, and then then they sucker punch us. They sucker punch us a lot on this show, as far as the information is concerned.
Yeah, when I saw that Steven Bomb and saw how happy it was, I was like, you're not fooling me.
Yes, creators of Steven Universe, fool me once, and twice, and 3 times, and a 12th time. Shame on you. Fool me 13 times. Forget it. So yeah, let's see. I'm not sure what else we'll be seeing. Are we only getting a week's full of new episodes and then we're going weekly, or is it literally weekdays for the rest of the summer?
From what I understand, this is the moment July 18 hits, it's hit the ground running, more or less, all the way to August 12th.
Wow. That's fantastic. Especially considering how they go, like, sometimes a month or two without episodes. To go a full month of, weekday to Teen Titans Go Us with Steven Universe is fantastic.
Only give us something better.
Yeah, that's true. We're going to experiment with shoving something awesome down your throats instead of Teen Titans Go. It'd be great to, like, constantly turn it on and go, oh, it's on again. Because that is literally every time I turn on Cartoon Network. But let's see. So, I think that's all I have. Do you have anything else?
Not much. I think, if I remember right, I read somewhere that the Bismuth episode is going to be a 22-minute special.
Yes, I forgot to mention that. Thank you. I heard that sometime last week, and wow, what does that mean? I mean, because every time they've done a two-part episode like that, it's been a big deal. It's the Lapis episode, it's the Return and Jailbreak episode. So, oh my god.
They call it the same conflict in 22 minutes.
Yeah. So, every time they've done a 22-minute two-parter, it's changed the course of the series. Oh crap. I guess.
It does beg the question of, it looks like we're going to be following the rest of Season 3, and I'm wondering what storyline Bismuth had. And you got to remember, and I can't believe I forgot this, but Bismuth was apparently the one that attacked Lapis.
Yes.
So I can only imagine what she's going to be like.
Yeah, and that could run either way. I mean, it could either be the Bismuth that attacked Lapis or just another Bismuth that attacked Lapis. Either way, their first meeting is going to be rather awkward.
Yeah.
I feel she probably is the one who attacked Lapis.
Yeah. The other thing is that I'm still wanting to know, what was Lapis doing on Earth the first time, and how come Yellow Diamond or the other Homeworld gems didn't know about that mission? I want to know if she was sent there privately by Blue Diamond.
That's possible. Blue Diamond is still kind of a mystery. We don't even know what her voice sounds like. People forget that she didn't actually speak in the Answer episode. Garnet spoke for her in the flashback, so we don't even hear her voice. So she's still kind of an enigma to us.
Thanks to a friend of mine who did some video editing. She just sounds like Darth Sidious to me. I just call her Blue Palpatine nowadays.
Sometimes she looks like an elegant character, so I assume she'll probably have an elegant voice similar to maybe Sapphire or Garnet.
It's very clear that Blue Diamond and the gems that are under her control are very aristocratic, very high society.
Yeah. I'm curious to hear what that Pearl sounds like too, if she's still alive. Because Dee Dee Magnahall does all the Pearl voices, but she does the Yellow Pearl voice with kind of that high, annoying Flintstones voice, and of course she speaks in Pearl. So I'm very curious what her Blue Pearl will be like.
Yeah, probably very somber, very slow, I would imagine.
That would be a guess on, yeah. Oh, God, I can't wait to see those characters again. I don't know if we'll see them at all during this nuke of episodes.
And the other thing is, another big question, I guess since we're talking about theories, what was in that blue sphere on the moon base?
Oh, man, I don't even have... to be honest, I don't have enough information to even guess. I mean, literally, with this show, it could be anything at this point.
That's the problem with Steven Universe. It gives you one answer and then gives you 20 questions.
It's funny. When this was on at the same time as Gravity Falls, which the big thing about Gravity Falls was the mystery, but I thought, I've been thinking this show subtly does a better mystery, partly because it doesn't sell itself as a mystery. The characters within the show, Pearl and Garnet know everything. And some of the characters that pop in know everything. But since we're following Steven, we don't know anything. And we're following a main character who isn't the best at follow-up questions.
Yeah. That the Dipper Pines, he is not, unfortunately.
He is not. He needs a Dipper. I mean, it's basically like if Gravity Falls just had a Mabel in the show.
Yeah. Thank God he has Connie by his side. He just needs Connie around to do the follow-up questions for him.
I assume if she was hanging out a little bit more by his side, there would be a lot of like, wait. What is this blue spear? Why isn't it important? What is it? Oh, yeah, she would be asking a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm super excited, by the way, to see Stevani again.
Yes. I'm excited to see Stevani. I'm excited to see that musical episode. They sold me with Pearl in a Tux.
Yeah, that was the moment where I was like, I'm in.
Yeah, done. I've no... I want the episodes now. I'm curious to see where that episode goes. I've been hearing it is the musical episode, the all-musical episode. I really like the dynamic between her and Greg a lot. And I'm curious...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, and I was just going to say I'm curious to see what this episode means for that.
Yeah. Because it's always been this very underlying that they tolerate, Pearl tolerates Greg, but it's very obvious at some points that she still resents him for taking Rose away from her.
Yeah, very much so. And
this might be the episode to explore that.
That would be fantastic, and it would be weird to do it in a musical episode, but who knows? Yeah, Buffy hooked up with what's his name? Spike.
Spike?
In a musical episode. I guess to lessen the blow. And that could be done here. I always thought the fact that they resented each other during the time of hooking up with Rose, he obviously feels terrible, for a variety of reasons. She obviously resents and blames him, but they both make it work because they both love Steven and they want to be cool in front of Steven. A lot like, divorced parents actually who want to be cool with, with each other in front of their kids. That kind of vibe, hits me right instantly. So I love how that's written and done. So I'm curious to see where that episode goes, and I love the fact that we're seeing other parts of this world now. I'm glad we're seeing Empire City. Glad we just recently saw Jersey.
Yeah, it's nice to see it's terrible in every incarnation of the television.
There's no such thing as a beautiful, perfect Jersey.
Man, but I'm really curious because if Bismuth is getting back to Bismuth real quick.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know if she stays around, is she going to stay at the temple, or are they going to throw her in with Lapis and Paradigm?
Or maybe she might make her own choice. Maybe she'll, I don't know, maybe she'll go walk the earth like Kane and Kung Fu.
Yeah.
But
it's always like, a lot of people have talked about with Jasper if she ever comes back, which she probably will. A lot of people have said, like, if she ever gets a redemption arc, which I'm kind of like, I'd be cool with it, but at the same time, like, that would be the more Vegeta-esque character, even more so than Paradigm in a redemption arc.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I feel like one of the characters won't get a redemption arc. But this show definitely looks at the the more brighter side, the good within people, and I do believe Steven's mission, if he's realized it or not, is to redeem Homeworld, and that includes everybody. I don't know if everybody will be on board with that, but I do feel that's where this show will ultimately go. Is Steven will somehow.
Between Homeworld and Earth.
Yeah. I think that's what I think that was a big part of Rose's plan for Steven, was to go into places that he can't. To go into places that she can't, and redeem Homeworld, and maybe bind them, with Earth, and whatever other races they deal with.
That's kind of the way I see it too. Because to quote one of my favorite shows, Wander Over Yonder, a friend, an enemy is just a friend you haven't made yet. And trust me, Steven's taking that mantra.
Oh yes, he's definitely a believer in that philosophy. Again, this is only like what? Next Monday. Yeah, I keep have to remind myself. Oh yay, something amazing's happening in a few days. That's right. It's starting.
Yeah, and then we get Rick and Morty. What? Next Friday?
Oh wow, it's that soon? I haven't even seen any previews for that.
Yeah. What a time to be alive, right?
I agree. I have said this over and over again. For the last few years, we've been in a bit of a new golden age for TV animation. There's just, so many great shows. And I do think it may have been sparked with, maybe with Avatar or Adventure Time.
I was about to say, I'd say Adventure Time, and from there, that's when you saw the new golden age.
Yeah, I would think Adventure Time. Because I think of Avatar, maybe was in the just previous generation of shows and was one of the bright spots of that. I think Adventure Time, was the spark of inspiration that was successful, and I think that launched 1,000 ships.
Yeah. The way you can see it is that's what saved Cartoon Network, and by and large helped open the door for Star vs. the Force of Evil and Wander and Gravity Falls and all these other great animated shows. And you could argue that Adventure Time is kind of dipped, or Cartoon Network is just no longer giving a crap about it. It's hard to see that they're. I'm sorry, I'm tripping over my words.
That's okay. I do it too. I know what you're saying though. It does seem like Cartoon Network built this new franchise of Cartoon Network shows around Adventure Time. And it's fantastic, and of course that did inspire the other networks. Wander Yonder, Wander Over Yonder, and Star are clearly inspired, I think, by the Cartoon Network model.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Have you been watching Star vs. the Force of Evil?
I have been watching it. I don't watch every episode because I think it premieres on Disney XD, and I don't have Disney XD. So I watch them when they show up on the regular Disney Channel.
All right. That show just got started its second season, and it's starting off with a hit. But no, I'm glad we're finally getting these new, like you said, these new animated shows on a daily basis, as well as with Steven, with Rick and Morty, with Star, all these new animated shows. When usually back then it was like, okay, we got one show.
Yeah. Lose it. Yeah, one or two shows would be good, and a lot of stuff wouldn't be so great. There's a wonderful variety out there, and a wonderful variety of animation. Like Steven doesn't look like Gumball, The Amazing World of Gumball, for an example. And
although to be fair, Gumball's pretty fun.
Yeah, Gumball is Gumball is amazing. I will say, I don't talk about Gumball very much, but that show started out good and got great after a season or two.
Yeah.
And I'm deeply impressed with the writing on that show from episode to episode.
Yeah. It's like there's still episode that stuck with me when Gumball goes Super Saiyan, and they literally said Super Saiyan in the episode.
Yes, I remember thinking that too. Like, they got away with just saying that? That's hilarious. Like, okay, so they watched Dragon Ball Z in the world of Gumball. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and I remember a quote you said that Gumball's it's the superior Family Guy.
It is. It's what Family Guy tries to do. It's just smarter and sharper. It makes fun of a lot of like comedy tropes and dramatic tropes that Family Guy attempts, and it's designed around a family. But oh my God, the writing is just so much crisper. And I don't hate all the characters. Well, that's also a big difference. And
the creator used to work on The Simpsons. Or am I thinking of someone else?
I do not know. I do not know anything about the creator and his past work, so he could have done anything, and I wouldn't know it. Well, that about does it here. I want to thank Deadpoolzilla for having this conversation with me. You can check him out at his own YouTube channel, where he talks about not just Steven Universe, but all sorts of cool, geeky stuff. And I will be back next week with an episode of Primetime Crisis with Steven Universe, discussing the weeks-long episodes. I'm not going to do these one by one. I'm going to do them as we go, week by week, because I'm not going to be able to do like 20 episodes, for each day. So join me next week talking about the first week of Steven Universe Summer Adventures with either Steve Baxi or Deadpoolzilla. One of them will show up. Who? I don't know. I think that's it for now, so push the button, Lindsay.